All right. All right. Just gonna get these posted to socials and then we'll get going. I hope this game's gonna be better than Commanders Eagles. I don't want a blowout. I want a close, exciting game. That is the goal. Which maybe I've just been hyping it up too much to be like this all-time instant classic game. Because it's Bills Chiefs. Like that's what we want. Oh, there's Arrowhead. I did feel kind of bad for the Commanders watching that last game. That whole sequence with the 700 tries at a tush push, along with the penalties, plus the ref being like, all right, pretty soon here, we're just going to have to give the touchdown to Philly. I mean, I now know just based on people posting that that is a real rule, but that's crazy that that is a real rule. I can't, it's pretty shocking. Let me turn one other light on in here. Get a little better. There we go. There we go. Yeah, like if I was a Commanders fan in that moment, I would want to run through a wall. That would have sent me over the edge. So I get their frustrations. But obviously, like Philly played significantly better game, better team. So you can't hang your hat on the refs in those situations. They didn't play the better game. And I hope none of the fans or players or coaches are going to make that game a ref thing, because it's really been bothering me lately to have players and coaches so loudly blaming refs for wins and losses. It's been a little much lately. And I know in this Chiefs Bills game, we're probably going to hear that too. So I'm just hoping like maybe the refs they're probably going to be extra cautious tonight, just because like they're already weary of criticism that's going to be coming their way. All right. I keep going back and forth actually on who I want to win this game. Like, I really don't think I want another Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl. I just don't think I want that. But I kind of like, when everyone's hating on the Chiefs, I'm kind of like, it would be funny if they won it again, just to make everyone really angry. I don't know, but I really like the Bills too. Josh Allen fan, like the Bills. So I don't know. We'll see. I feel like I'll be able to tell in my soul once the game starts what I actually want to happen, like who I'm instinctively rooting for. I think we'll have to see, because I don't know. Maybe I'm just not being honest with myself yet. know what the temps are today. I don't think there's supposed to be any precipitation in this game, which is good. Because we don't want that to ruin what could be an all-time classic, you know. Let's see. Kansas City weather. 31 degrees right now, mostly clear. Beautiful. It's about as good as you can hope for in January in the Midwest. It's clear from precipitation. 30s is like a heat wave. I don't know. Kansas City, I don't know if they have exactly probably not exactly the same temperatures as Cleveland. We might be a little colder here, but they still get it for sure. I made a ton of bets for this game too, so we can go through what I have going on there. Let's see. All right, I did a Kareem Hunt anytime touchdown because I hit him for yards last time, and did I have him for an anytime touchdown last game? I can't remember, but I just feel in my bones that they get in the red zone and they're like, okay, Kareem, come on out here and get him in the end zone. So that's one I have. I have Josh Allen first touchdown scorer. Like if the Bills get a hot start, drive down, I can see Josh taking it in himself. I did a bunch of anytime touchdowns. I did a Travis anytime touchdown because playoff Travis, like that seems right. Parlay of Travis anytime touchdown and Kareem Hunt over 25 yards rushing. I think I talked about this last time. Like you get these older running backs in the playoffs and they're ready for the moment. Usually they've been limited in the amount of snaps they got throughout the regular season, but everything is kind of different in the postseason. You're just like, okay, this is all we got now. So there's not really any holding back at that point. So these older running backs, I feel like, have some opportunities to do a little bit more. So that's why I always kind of look to those, especially a guy like Kareem. And then the last little parlay I have is a bunch of yards. So Khalil Shakir plus over 50 receiving yards, Travis Kelce over 70 receiving yards, and Patrick Mahomes over 225 yards passing. So lots of random fun things. We'll see. We will see. Ready to go, though. It would be really crazy if it was Chiefs Eagles again. It would be crazy because what was that now? Was that 2 years ago? Yeah. 2, 3. No sense of time anymore. And I just feel like the Eagles started off this season not at their best for sure. Which is it's kind of was the opposite of how they were last season, where they started off so strong last season. Not and throughout the course of the season, it was just like they were barely winning games. They didn't look good in their wins, and then it just kept going down. And so when this season started and they didn't look great, I think Eagles fans were like, we got to blow this all up. It's not good. And then to get to this point now where they're returning to the Super Bowl again is pretty crazy. And they haven't been totally healthy either. Obviously, like Jalen has dealt with his issues and they've still managed to get there. So I don't know. Just so cool. The AFC Championship. Could you imagine the Browns being in the AFC Championship? I can't because I haven't seen it, but it'd be so fun. So exciting. Really is crazy how hard it is to get to this point too, because I think for the last, what, at this point, decade plus, longer than probably 15 years. Either the Chiefs or the Patriots have been one of the two teams in the AFC Championship every single year. So it's like there's really basically for the last 15 years only ever been one other spot for a team that's not the Patriots or the Chiefs to make it to the AFC Championship. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think if the Bills are going to win this game, I think it needs to be a from them blowout offensive performance. Like I think they're going to have to start out hot here and it's going to be putting a lot of points on the board. I think that's the way you beat them. All right, first play. Bills having the ball first could be boding well for my Josh Allen first touchdown scorer bet too. So we'll see. Josh anytime touchdown. I like that. Did he have what, like 2 last game? Oh my God. He almost threw an interception. Wow. That would have been a start. That would have been a start. The Chiefs defense is really good. I heard someone talking about this recently that the Chiefs offense, like in some ways, resembles at this point what the Steelers do. And it's really been their defense like carrying them in a lot of ways. Like they just don't have, obviously, they've had so many wide receiver injuries. They don't have the same explosive offense that they used to win games with. Oh, escapability, Josh. Oh my God. He's like trying to throw a touchdown. Oh my God. That bounced 17 times before it hit the ground. Oh my God. That's crazy. All right. Well, not a great start for the Bills, which isn't great for them. Like I said, they're going to have to put up some major points. And you don't want to be in a close game with Patrick Mahomes, okay? Getting in a close game with Patrick Mahomes is a death sentence. You're losing. Oh, Josh did have two TDs. That's what I thought. Look, when you can take it yourself like that, he's a big boy. Might as well. All right. Are the Chiefs going to set the tone here? Maybe. Oh, got a little dance. Oh, wow. Little 10-yard gains all day. Patrick always just looks so unfazed. It's just like, yeah, this is what I do. This is my job. I don't know if he even gets stressed. Like, he's been in this position so many times. I'm sure he does a little, but doesn't show it. And taking it. Nope. Yes. Those camera guys always get me with the fakes when they like quickly move the camera. They make me fall for it. I wonder how many players on the Bills have been a part of like multiple of the Chiefs losses that they've had in the past. Because I think sometimes, like, obviously fan bases hold on to these rivalries in a way where it's like, oh my gosh, we feel every single loss as a fan base. But I think they've had a decent amount of turnover on their team. So it's like, how many players have even been a part of all of it? And do they feel the same way about the Chiefs as maybe the fans do in terms of like feeling all of those tough losses? I'd be curious to see that for sure. Oh, oh, wow. Oh, he's going. Okay. Is that Juju? Yeah. Juju looked really big there. How big is he? Let's see. 6'1". He just looked a lot bigger, honestly. Weird. I feel like he looked more like 6'4" there or something. Yeah, if they score here, this is not going to bode well for the Bills' chances. I know it's early. It's early, obviously. Anything can happen, but just in terms of the flow of the game. Oh, well, I was worried about something. Uh-huh. Where is my Kareem bets? Let's see. Kareem Hunt anytime touchdown score. There we go. Cash it. Cash it. Got it at plus 155. See, that shouldn't even be plus odds in my mind. Like, that was so easy. Easiest bet. Had to tweet that out as a little win. Yeah, it should be minus 110 or something like that. Like plus 155 for him to get in the end zone felt like a given, but I'm not complaining. I will take the money. And he got decent yards on that. I had his yards in one of my bets too with Travis Yards, I believe. Yeah, he already has 22 rushing yards. My bet he needed 25. I should have put more on that. It's all right. Good stuff. Okay. I do think I know people like don't always think home field advantage matters that much, but I do think it matters for the Bills that this game is in Kansas City. It's a tough place to play. I saw something that like tickets weren't even that crazy expensive for this game. And I think part of it is probably that Chiefs fans just, they know they're going to be there every year. And they're like, okay, do we go to another AFC championship? Should we try to see him in the Super Bowl? Like they're weighing more like, oh, which games should we pick and choose to go to? Like, do we need to, go to another one of these when we might be there again next year? Probably will be there again next year. I think they probably think about things so differently. Where in like most cities, you're like, this might be the only time in my life I get to see a home playoff game. I mean, literally, there hasn't been a home playoff game for the Browns in my life. So it's a very different way of thinking. They've had, I don't even know how many home playoff games at this point now. Insane for how many times they've had home field. It's crazy. Imagine just getting to be that casual about it. Like you can just pick and choose when you want to go to a championship game. It's fine. We don't have that luxury. I was going to say maybe someday, but it doesn't feel like someday. Although not to get too excited, but I'm feeling good about Tommy Rees. I feel like that was the right hire and trying to have some positivity, and that's one piece. Obviously everything is going to come down to what the heck they do at quarterback, but I feel good about that choice. Row 30 of the upper deck at the 20-yard line for $119. Yeah, that's for AFC championship. That's so cheap. I feel like you couldn't even probably, if the Browns hosted the AFC championship, I don't think you could get in for like under 1,000, honestly. Like, I think it would be insane. It would be crazy. Which would be sad because it would be very hard to go. Not made of money. All right. Let's see what the Bills can do now. I think Josh maybe had some jitters on that first drive because those throws were risky. And I know Josh makes risky throws. That's not like a totally new concept for him. Ooh, are they gonna have enough time here? Got to get it off. Okay. Feel like they were a little discombobulated there. Good game, though. Chris Jones. Chris Jones is for sure going to be another difference maker in this game. I mean, he was so impactful last week. And I think this has been like a bigger conversation in the national media too of, guys like Travis and Chris Jones who just still, you can say whatever you want about them during the regular season. And that all might be true in the regular season. But when it comes to playoffs, like those guys can wreck games still. They have the ability to turn it on at any moment and still have, the opportunity to just completely take over. And they both have done that. So be interesting to see today. Khalil Shakir is a great sports name. So unique, like very memorable name. It's a good sports name. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nah. Josh has such a cannon. Can launch it. I really wish we had a way of knowing what a player's career would look like had they ended up in a different city. Like I know it's not possible to know, but I really want to know if the Browns would have ruined Josh Allen. I want to know that. I think they would have, but I'm like, what if it worked out? What would that have looked like? All right. Big third down. I think they got it. Yeah. Yeah. And obviously, like Josh Allen was someone who took a lot of time to develop into the guy he was. And there was a lot of patience and things that had to go right in order for him to be able to develop. So that's why I always wonder like, I don't think we would have had the same patience and I don't know the right resources to develop him at that time. Oh boy. I always wondered too, like how many quarterbacks would be good no matter where they ended up. Like I think Patrick would have found a way to be a winning quarterback wherever he went. Like I think obviously it benefited him to be with Andy Reid. His chemistry with Travis has benefited him, but I think he would have like found positive things anywhere. But I actually think there's very few quarterbacks that could just be successful anywhere. I think situation matters so much, especially for a young quarterback developing. Are they going for it? No. Okay. I got scared for a second. Thought that would be a little risky. 53-yarder. That's decent. Let's see. All right. I mean, that's I guess a good sign for the Bills in terms of if you start missing kicks early, your mojo is just going in the wrong direction. So probably just good for them to make that right now. I wonder where the Bills rank within the league on how often they go for it on fourth down, like where they are in terms of being aggressive or not aggressive. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, is that real that the Browns had the most fourth down attempts by a team this season? That's kind of crazy. Definitely didn't probably convert the most, but interesting. Yeah, they only converted 54%. Okay, here. So the Bills, let's see. They went for it on fourth down 22 times, converted 16 times, which is 73%, the second most in the league. So they converted on fourth down, the second most in the league, behind obviously the Commanders, who went for it 80 or converted 87% of the fourth downs that they went for. Which we all knew about the Commanders. Lions are obviously up there in attempts. They had 33. Definitely know those teams to be very aggressive. Interesting. Yeah, the Browns at 54% puts them at 14th in the league. You learn something new every day. Can use that in your work conversations this week. You don't know what else to say. Oh boy. Oh, he's getting up. Okay. Ugh. Launch it. Oh, that would have been a nice catch. It was a little bit out of reach. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit. He still maybe could have brought that in, but yeah, it was a little far. Oh, and he's gone. He runs so funny. Such a specific way he moves. It's hard to even explain. Wow, he has not thrown an interception in the playoffs against Buffalo. That's what it is. He is so upright. It's like his torso is so straight. He doesn't like lean at all. I wonder if they jinxed it by putting up that 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions playoffs against Buffalo. I got to post this on Instagram for people to join. I want this to be a high scoring game like the last game, but just closer. We got an Aaron Andrews car commercial. Get your bag, Aaron. That will be the interesting storyline if it's Chiefs Eagles. What are you going to do, Jason Kelsey? I mean, we know Kylie will be cheering for the Eagles because she's a loyal woman to her team, and I respect that. I don't know what Jason will do. Especially if it is Travis's last year, which it very well could be. Although something tells me Travis is going to have another year in him. I don't know why. I think Jason, even if he's publicly saying he's rooting for the Eagles and he publicly roots for the Eagles, I think deep down, if the Chiefs win, like he's going to be so happy for Travis. For sure. But I think he'd be afraid to show that too much publicly because people would get mad at him. They'd be like, "You're so not loyal to this city." Which I get. Hey, I'm 100% that way as a fan. So that's why I know that people will do it and I respect it. I respect it. Ugh. Injuries. Hate, hate, hate. All right. Same number of offensive plays so far, but just a lot more yards for Kansas City. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Who got it? Who got Wow. Buffalo ball. Wait, flat. Oh, flag. Let's see. Offsides, yeah. That makes sense. Very lucky for Kansas City. Very lucky. Wow. Great run. Get him crawling on the ground. Okay, Kareem. I should have bet way more yards for Kareem. Way more. Moving the ball. Oh, he stepped out a little bit before there, yeah. Let's get Travis in the end zone. Hit my Travis bet. I would like that. Oh my God, Patrick. Patrick. It looked like he just started moving before he had control of the ball there. Yeah. Wow, first turnover since they played. I guess, is that the first turnover for him, Patrick, since they played the Bills? Might be. Wow. He's going to be killing himself for that. This game feels strange. No flag on that one either. So, nothing they can do about that. If the Bills win, just all the videos of Bills fans on the internet are going to be so funny. That's what I would be looking forward to if the Bills win. The celebration that is going to happen for those fans. Going to be like none other. A new Will Ferrell movie in this commercial. Fun. Love Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell More cowbell doc on Peacock is worth your time. I don't think I've ever heard of that. We'll have to take a look. Yeah, I mean, if the Browns were ever to make it this far, I think it would be bigger than anything else because even though the Bills have had, of course, tough losses and a tough history, they are at least in a way used to consistently winning at this point. Like they've had since Josh has been around a lot of winning football, a lot of playoff games. So it would be different. It would be much different for the Browns. We haven't had the kind of consistent success that they've had. I just keep holding on to the fact too, after this postseason, the way the Commanders turned things around, second pick in the draft last year, this year, NFC Championship game. Like things can turn around that fast. You just have to be making the right choices, but it's possible. So holding on to that. Yeah, Buffalo is really going to need to do something with this because I don't know how many more turnovers you're going to get like that. Does anyone know where Judkins from Ohio State is projected to go in the draft? What round or where exactly? I just really like him. I know he like just declared, but second. Yeah, I wonder. I feel like I'd be curious if the Browns would go there. They've been more open to some Ohio State guys. Took in DeJuan Jones, Mike Hall. Feel like it feels like for a while they were like not taking Ohio State guys. But we've got a group on the team. Denzel, we've got a group. Yeah, I just love the way Judkins runs. It's so fun to watch. I feel like he and Henderson are so different too. Henderson 55, Judkins 69. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, obviously, definitely need a quarterback, but still lots of other things that will need to be improved on. I know I'm very over Bengals fans too. I think I talked about this last time, but just think they have this weird complex because Joe Burrow is their quarterback. And look, Joe Burrow's great. I mean, he was a finalist for the MVP this year when his team was not very good and didn't make the playoffs. So I think that says a lot about how talented he is as a quarterback. But yeah, this whole complex they have of like everyone is just so mad we're not in the playoffs when no one cares that you're not in the playoffs. Like everyone's still going to watch Bills Chiefs. We're not like, wow, I really wish this was Chiefs Bengals instead. Like, no, we're happy with the games we get because those were the best teams that were meant to be there. I wouldn't have liked watching the Cincinnati defense play in the postseason. That wouldn't have been fun. So, but they have this idea as a fan base that everyone feels that way, and it's just not the case. And kind of this like everyone's against us mentality, which I know a lot of teams have, but I don't really know why they have it because everyone's not against them. They want people to be against them. They want to be this like looked down upon. It's like honestly, if anyone were to be the everyone is against us team right now, it would be the Chiefs. People hate the Chiefs right now because they have consistently won. And so people want to take the Chiefs down. That's who people really don't like. All right, they're moving the ball. I should have also done a Josh Allen anytime touchdown so I could still enjoy that even after the first touchdown that didn't hit. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, almost tipped that into that other guy's hands. Flag, what is I don't think there was PI there, was there? What are we calling? Oh, holding. Okay. Big opportunity here. Mm. Yeah. Makes sense for the risky throw now that he knew it was holding. Josh is still smart. He's still a smart guy. Oof. Wow. He was ready for that tackle. Reed, yeah. He knew the ball was coming there. Yeah, the Chiefs defense is really impressive. They're a fun group to watch. Nice play. Amari. Amari in the action. He really hasn't been all that existent in the Bills offense though. But look, even getting a catch in the playoffs like is impactful. The fact that they have all these different guys they can go to definitely matters for the Bills. But I for sure thought he was going to do more just after how productive he was in Cleveland the last couple of years. Oh, these quarterbacks and putting the ball on the ground. They're stopping my heart every time. Like, come on, guys. He's wow. That was good awareness for him to grab it immediately because that could have been bad. And he had like half of him wrapped up and he still was able to get down and grab the ball. So that's it's good for him. I still don't know who I'm rooting for. I don't know. I thought I would feel for sure, but for now I'm just enjoying good football, I think. I'm just like, let's play some good football. Let's just everyone get points on the board. Great catch. Great throw, great catch. James Cook. And he's in. Yeah, Cook anytime TD is a good bet. Yeah, I should have had that one, honestly. Yeah, I think as fun as Washington was to watch with their rise, in order to get like the best Super Bowl possible, I think it was probably best that the Eagles won because I really still feel like whoever wins this game is going to win it all, but I think Eagles would have a much better chance over the Commanders, obviously, of beating one of these two teams. Watch watch Jalen Hurts like gets completely injured. Like I know he's been dealing with some injury, and Kenny Pickett has to win the Super Bowl for the Eagles. Like, could you imagine? Oh my God. I actually can't put my brain in that position. It would be so Eagles for the backup quarterback thing to have the backup quarterback do it all. Oh, that was a better angle of that fumble there. Yeah. Didn't secure the ball. Yeah, Saquon is the most insane thing to watch. Just he is a superhuman. But he's fun to watch. I mean, I've enjoyed it for sure. What a monster though. I cannot imagine being a Giants fan and having to watch him. That's got to feel rough. Especially after like when the Giants were on Hard Knocks and those Hard Knocks clips that came out. Like I don't think I could deal with knowing all of that information. I would need lots of people to get fired for that. Can't believe this is the second last football game of the season. I mean, the Bills look pretty good here to start. I feel like this season has felt so weird, and I haven't been able to pinpoint exactly why that is. Like, I think obviously everything with the Browns and Deshaun definitely was a downer, and it was hard to be as excited about football for, you know, those first weeks because of it. I think the most like excitement and emotion I felt during the season was that win against the Ravens. Um, like that felt to me like the most like, oh, this is why I love football and brought me back to that place. But I feel like it's even deeper than just the Browns on like why I didn't feel like this season like I wasn't as invested in the season overall. And I don't know why that is. I haven't been able to pinpoint it. Maybe I need to go to therapy for that. I show up to therapy. I'm like, why didn't I feel as invested in the NFL? And they're like, what are you doing here? This isn't what therapy's for. There's a tweet from Marcus Spears. Pat will never go quietly in the night. There will be blood. So dark, but so true. Pat's not just going to lay down. We know that. Yeah, Buckeyes were a roller coaster for sure. But what a fun finish. I guess I haven't been on here since, I mean, I live streamed the Ohio State national championship game, but haven't live streamed something else since then. So I haven't even feel like talked about the aftermath of all that game. But I was so happy seeing all the students running around on campus and down High Street. It was really taking me back. It was a beautiful thing. There's nothing like it. Getting to experience something like that. I did see the Jim Knowles news. Okay, I mean, I obviously thought he did great for us, but I'm not like, I don't know. Some people are taking it as like, oh, he hates Ohio State. Like, I think he was just getting more money somewhere else. So I just sometimes think that happens. I don't think there's a big conspiracy behind it. Yes, the pepper spray on High Street in 2014. I was just talking to some of my friends who I didn't actually get pepper sprayed, but I had a lot of friends who got pepper sprayed, and I remember being in our freshman dorms, like everyone trying to wash it out of their eyes. It was a cool experience. Well, not for them with the pepper spray, but it was kind of crazy. They just started pepper spraying everyone on High Street. Like, I don't know, that felt unnecessary. Maybe we don't need to do that, but let the kids have fun. Yeah, I mean, the Larry Johnson thing makes sense as well. But I swear I thought I saw multiple people saying that they offered him more money, but maybe people were just lying about that. I didn't actually like, read into it more, which is probably the problem with the internet. Patrick, sliding. There's his upright running again. Every time. Seen a lot of people complaining tonight about the Browns not bringing Kareem Hunt back this season. Um, Unfortunately, I don't think that would have made a difference. The Browns didn't also have the offensive line play necessary to make things better for someone like Kareem Hunt. So I'm not going to sit there and make that a bigger deal, I think. Got bigger problems, much, much bigger problems. Kareem Hunt was not solving that. First down. Really haven't had Travis involved, have they? Has Travis had a catch yet? Unless I was just looking away during one, maybe? Yeah. Oh, he had one reception for 8 yards. Not too much. I don't think I've seen them put Taylor on the broadcast yet. I've seen her on social media, but not on the broadcast. It was a very wild experience being in the Bills Stadium during the playoffs last year. Taylor was at that game, and she hasn't gone to any away games this year. And I honestly think it's because of her experience being in Buffalo. First of all, the craziest signs I've ever seen. Like, people were being really mean and crazy about her. And the stadium was strictly playing music from her ex-boyfriends. And it wasn't music that you would typically hear in an NFL stadium. And I remember thinking, don't think I've been to a lot of sporting events in my life. I'm like, don't think I usually hear like a slow John Mayer song playing in a stadium during a game like this. And then I started to put it together after a little bit. And I feel like she was probably kind of like, I don't need to bring this kind of attention with away games. So I think she avoided that this season because it's probably a lot. It was weird. They were playing Harry Styles, John Mayer, the 1975, like that's it. And I was like, okay, I think this seems like a pattern. So I haven't seen a lot of people talk about that, but I was in stadiums, so I definitely know it to be true. But I did also see shirtless Jason Kelsey losing his mind up in the box because they were kind of like a section or two above where I was. Oh yeah, she'll be at the Super Bowl for sure, but the Super Bowl isn't like a hostile away environment. The Super Bowl is a corporate sponsored event. There's not like as many diehard fans, I guess, that will be there to, heckle or be crazy. It was a very intense environment in Orchard Park. Flag. Yeah, it's actually kind of sad how like not real of a football game the Super Bowl seems because of all the corporate sponsorships and whatnot. Face mask. It's a big one. Yeah, and it just makes me sad for like regular fans that like would dream of going to see their team in the Super Bowl. It's so unattainable. It's not an option. Oh, touchdown. Wow. Good for him. Rookie year. And you get to play with Patty Mahomes and scoring touchdowns in the AFC Championship. 7th touchdown this season for him. Beautiful dive into the end zone. Wonder what do you know remember what the worthy anytime touchdown odds were? I would be curious. I feel like they'd be pretty good odds there. All right. We've got ourselves a game. Plus 194. That's decent for a anytime touchdown. Not too bad. I wonder if Jason Kelsey ended up making it. Oh, I missed Taylor. Dang, I was looking down. I wonder if Jason Kelsey ended up making it to this game because I think he said he was going to try to do both. I don't know how exactly, but I would be curious. I think he had some type of obligation for media stuff as well. Yeah, the Bills also started the game with the ball, so the Chiefs are going to get the ball to start the second half. So they really should get a score here. Got to keep things tight. Because if they don't, Chiefs come out, get a score immediately, up by 2 scores. It's not where you want to be. Yeah, really everyone's doing the Kareem Hunt thing right now. The Browns would have won so many more games if we had Kareem Hunt. I just don't think that's the case, guys. We had so many problems. The Notre Dame first drive. Yeah, I think Josh Allen's body would be able to handle that first drive more than Riley Leonard's body was able to handle their first drive. Dude was wiped after those 10 minutes. He literally couldn't he couldn't function for a bit after that. Mm, he should have caught that. Yeah, that was bad. Gene Steratore. I don't know if it's because that's like I know what his job is and he's been around for a while, but his name sounds like the name of a rules analyst. Like feels like he was born to do this. Ooh, Probably should have caught that too. I mean, it was thrown low. It was thrown low, but you should still probably catch that. Butterfingers for the Bills receivers here. Yeah. And if Josh would have thrown that a little higher, he had no one around him. He probably could have gotten a couple extra yards. But let's see, third down. Nope. Flag? No. Any? Nope. No. Okay. McDuffie. I'm always just waiting for a flag on any play just in case. Yeah. It's an overthrow for sure. Yeah, I think that's definitely the role for Kareem, like not playing significant amounts throughout a full season. And same for most veteran running backs. Like, I think that's where they're served best. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, he's still going. Oh my God. Wow. What a return. If they score here and then they get the ball to start the second half, like this could get ugly. Wow. That was a great return. Look, and when it's the Chiefs, like you can't let them start getting out of hand. You can't. Look, this would be funny for everyone who was like, this is the year that like the Chiefs don't have enough. Oh boy, Kareem. Oh, did we jinx him by just talking about him? Is he okay? Okay, he's on his feet, but he's clearly in some pain. Oh, Travis. Oh boy. Did he catch that? Oh my God. They're saying catch, but what's a flag? Tamar on Kelsey. Props to DeMar, man. I actually still always think about, like, I have no idea how he went back to playing. Like, there's no shot I would. And I know he gets a lot of weird hate for whatever reason, but the fact that he came back and has been, like, he's gotten time because he's a good player, you know? That's the reason he's playing. And it's very impressive. We love a little challenge moment. I mean, look, it is a pretty impactful play. So I get wanting to challenge. Could be very make or break for your team. So, oh, wow. God, that's so, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, the fact that they already called it for the Chiefs too, I don't know if they can overturn that. It feels like it's going to be Chiefs, probably. Oh, the internet's going to get so mad though, you know? uh, Everyone's also mad about some apparent missed holding calls during that very long return. I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, I just, like, don't want these games to just become about the refs, you know? Especially since, like, look, so far, especially if the Chiefs score here, like, they're outplaying. Like, I just think you can only take it so far with the ref stuff. And people are so, I think, on edge about it, like, they're looking for it even more. Where on, like, just a random regular season game, I don't think people are with, you know, other teams that are not the Chiefs. Missed calls are still happening and incorrect calls are still happening. I just don't think people are looking for them as much. People are so hyper aware with the Chiefs. Let's see. Stands, yeah. I think that's the right call. Good for Worthy to keep his, like, hand and arm wrapped around it in there, because I think the fact that he was, you know, below the Bills player was probably harder for him to kind of hold on. So that was really impressive from him when someone's, like, on top of you like that. Freaking rookie. It's crazy. Mm, let's get Travis. Let's get my Travis anytime touchdown. Come on. Come on, Patrick. Do it for all the betters of the world who definitely, there's a lot of Travis Kelce anytime touchdowns out there. So do it for us. Come on. Is Travis out there? Yeah, I see him. I see him. No. Short. I feel like they're going to run again. Well, I don't know. Maybe they'll pass. Let's scheme something for Travis. I see that mustache out there. Need 50 Kelsey receiving. Yeah, I think I have in my parlay 70 for him, which is probably not going to happen. But you never know. You could have a big second half. So, I mean, even if he scores here, that's not going to be many yards. But, well, fascinating first half we've had here. I feel like it feels like it's gone pretty fast. What time did this start? 6:30? Maybe time just flies. I don't know. It feels like it's been pretty quick. How's everyone feeling about the Cavs lately? I feel like the Cavs have been a little bit stressful. I think they just need the All-Star break. Get a little reset happening. I think that's what they need. And even though Evan wasn't good last game, like I do think when Evan was out, it was very clear how much they missed Evan Mobley being out there. I think he matters a lot to that team. So, and they almost pulled off the win last night. They got it real close. So, when is the NBA trade deadline? Is it like the 4th or something? Something like that. Yeah, look, like Niang was what 6 for 7 from 3 last night, which was obviously great, but he's such a liability on defense. It's like it's too frustrating to have him out there. And it's not like you get those 6 for 7 from 3 situations all the time. Oh, Patrick. Oh, yep. Patrick taking it himself. Anyone have that as a anytime touchdown bet? Fighting. Getting chippy. Oh, February 6th. Okay. I was slightly off on that. And I'd agree. Like, I don't think that is what Niang needs to be. That's what he's had to be right now because of injuries. But it is then just frustrating to watch him be in that position because you're just like, oh my God, please no. Get him off. Do we think Buffalo can get points here? Like even a field goal, maybe? I got 2 minutes. All right. Yeah, that was still a crazy moment. That catch there was crazy. Really good for Worthy. Oh, Patrick flexing his muscles. Okay. Okay. Man, we're really about to get Chiefs Eagles again. That was the one combo I think I was not that excited for. Just because we just saw it. I don't know. I mean, it's still going to be good, but sometimes it's fun to get some new blood on at least one side. Oh, you had Chiefs Eagles. I um I had Eagle or not Eagles, Lions Chiefs. But the bet that's still alive, Chiefs win the Super Bowl, Josh Allen MVP. I really think I'm going to hit it. We'll see. I wonder what my cash out is. I didn't put that much money on it, but bet responsibly. I only throw a little on every bet, just more for the vibes. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. Mm, yeah, the odds were plus 5,500. What other open bets do I have right now? I do have a bet for the Cavs to win the NBA championship, plus 1,900. Oh, yeah, I have no cash out right now on my Chief Super Bowl winner, Josh Allen MVP bet. I have the Cavs over 48 and a half wins. That should hit. Nothing else too exciting. Still open. I also have an Evan Mobley defensive player of the year bet, which won't win. I just wanted to do that for just for Evan. I mean, he's had such a great year, but not going to win that award. Oh, Travis's hair is really long. All right. I mean, look, the Bills need to at least try to get a field goal here, if not a touchdown, because then you're giving the Chiefs the ball next half right away, regardless. So get a score here. Oh, nada. Did I see LeBron on the Kelsey podcast? Yes, it was the best thing of my life. I've watched those clips like 700 times. Brought me so much joy. Just a couple of Northeast Ohio guys nerding out about Cleveland things. It made me so happy. All the all the love in their hearts that you can see that they have for the city. I think the coolest for me too is when they asked LeBron about like what championship was the most important to you, and he went on to talking about how much the Cleveland championship meant to him and kind of going through that game and saying the Cleveland, this is for you. You could see like Travis was like jumping out of his chair. Like they turned into little kids again in that moment because like they're obviously grew up being such fans of LeBron because I know that as someone who also grew up in Northeast Ohio. And so you could see that they were just such fans in that moment. And we're like, oh my God, LeBron saying Cleveland, this is for you, like in front of us. So I thought that was really cool. I think I'd start crying if LeBron said that to me. I know LeBron has been dealing with some like foot soreness and whatnot, but I'm going to see him play in 6 days in New York. So we need him to be healthy. So let's all manifest healing energy for LeBron so that he plays in that game. And look, if he needs to rest, pick a game that's not Madison Square Garden. Like you have to play in that game. So I feel like he would pick another game to rest. I just feel like he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. All right. That's big. Field goal range. And got out of bounds. I mean, they really should get a touchdown here because that would help them a lot. Field goal is still going to have you down more than you like to be. Timeout. Chiefs. Love when the last 2 minutes take, like I was just saying, like, wow, I actually feel like that first half went quickly. And you always have to remember that those last few minutes can really drag sometimes. Is Arrowhead in like the downtown city area of Kansas City? I don't think I actually know that. I mean, I have not been to that stadium, so let's see. No, it is not. Very much outside. "29 seconds." Deion Dawkins is such a big guy. Did he catch that? Wow. That's an incredible catch. What's the flag, though? Wow. I mean, perfectly placed ball, too. Placed just enough so that it was out of the reach of the Kansas City defender. Very impressive. They needed that. They needed that in order to keep this game alive. Yeah, there was almost nothing you could do as a defender. Flag on the extra point. Is he saying go for two? Yeah, he wants to go for two. I think that's probably the right call because yeah, could be down by 4, be down by 3. Big play. 2 for 2 on 2-point conversion attempts this season for the Bills. So why do I feel like Josh is going to just take it? I mean, he did, but it felt like there was a delay there. It felt like he stood there for a second and then went. I don't know what that was. Felt like they didn't really have a great plan there. I didn't like that. Yeah, that's tough. Bill's watch party. Oh, Bills fans must be a nervous wreck, which I would understand. Chiefs have the ball to start the second half. Yup. I feel like missing that 2-point conversion probably just has to be a little frustrating too from like a momentum perspective going into the half. Like they were probably feeling very hyped after getting that touchdown, and then not getting that 2-point conversion, I'm sure, is a little bit of a downer. I do feel like at least it's been an interesting game so far. A little weird at times, but interesting. Oh, yeah, I didn't love that for the 2-point conversion. One half down, 21-16. I always forget with the way that different stadiums are built. Like the Chiefs were going like under when they were getting off the field. Andy Reid. What a legend. All right. Let's see what people are getting angry about on the internet. Andy Reid haunts the Eagles to this day. Yeah, that's going to be another crazy to have them going at it against each other in the Super Bowl. That storyline just going again. Here's the thing that's probably hard from a media perspective when you have this kind of same Super Bowl matchup so close. Like, got to find new and interesting angles. I feel like that's going to be a lot harder to find different things to say about it. I guess, the first time it happened, like the biggest angle is not as much of an angle anymore because it was Jason versus Travis, Donna Kelsey rooting for both teams. All that was kind of the big story. So they probably will have to lean into some other things this time. Yeah, Hurts versus Mahomes. It is it's a fun story for sure. Everyone is laughing at Josh on that 2-point conversion after he realized he wasn't going to get it, just kind of like tossing the ball back. That is a very Josh going back to his roots. It's a very Josh thing to do in that moment. Like, just do something crazy and try to find a way to still make this work, which is part of what has made him a great quarterback, is sometimes hitting in those moments, but then you don't sometimes too. I guess people are mad with that Xavier Worthy catch. Um, Not that it as much that it went to Xavier Worthy over it being called an interception. People are saying they don't feel like Xavier Worthy ever had control over it when he was coming down with it. It was a close one to call for sure. Xavier Worthy, 5 receptions, 62 yards, 1 touchdown. The Bills really do have so many weapons. Like, just looking at their box score right now, Khalil Shakir, 41 yards receiving. Hollins, 41 yards receiving. Amari Cooper, 28. Cook, 17 receiving. Coleman, 12. Kincaid, 11. Very spread across all those pass catchers. It's good stuff. They need a woman on that CBS Sports panel right there. Just a bunch of men in jackets. Let's get a woman in there. I can't believe Philly scored 55 points. That's crazy. Blockbuster WNBA trade. I watch some women's basketball, but I don't watch enough to know what's going on. I agree that I loved the Christmas Netflix crew that they used. I thought Mina was so phenomenal on that panel. She's just the best of the best. And Kay did a great job hosting. Like, she's really good at kind of driving the conversation, making sure it gets to everyone, kind of throwing in little like comedic things to sprinkle in. I think they did a great job. And Mina's just the GOAT, so best to do it. Oh, Kelsey Plum got traded. I didn't see that. I do like her. Wow, this is pretty crazy. The Bears offensive coordinator that they just hired is 28 years old. Declan Doyle is the Titans coach in Denver. And now he's going to be the OC in Chicago at 28 years old. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that makes him the youngest documented coordinator in NFL history. So I was just about to say, I don't know if there's ever been anyone that young in that position. This means I'm getting old because now there's a offensive coordinator that's younger than me since I'm 29. So I don't love that. That doesn't make me feel great, particularly. It's all right. It's all right. Interesting for the Bears. They've got Dennis Allen now, Declan Doyle, Ben Johnson. I really do feel like, and Ben Johnson, yeah, Ben Johnson's 38, so he's definitely a young head coach. Um, but I feel like Ben Johnson, I think definitely took the job because he's like, I think there's something there with Caleb Williams. Like, I think there's a lot of potential there with the Bears right now. Just needs to be brought out. I'm still surprised the Bears were even willing to pay Ben Johnson, though, because obviously he's been like kind of the top coordinator candidate to become a head coach for the last like 2 years. So you knew you're probably going to have to pay him more in order to get him. And obviously he'd want to go somewhere for the opportunity as well. So it'd be kind of both as a factor. But the Bears are usually a cheap team. They're kind of this family run operation that doesn't really like to spend more than they need to. And I think that's a sign from them that like they think they really have something there with Caleb as well, that they're willing to invest in his growth in that way. So I don't know. Bears could be a little bit of a sleeper playoff team for next season that I think I'm going to be really thinking about. You know, they usually say there's like the certain number of playoff teams each year who aren't playoff teams the following year. The AFC had very little turnover from last season to this season. Obviously, the Browns were in the playoffs last year. And this year, the Chargers were in the playoffs. They weren't in it last year. Was there any other different team in the AFC? Let me take a look at this little AFC playoff picture just so I can. Chiefs were in it. Bills were in it. Ravens were in it. Texans were in it. Chargers, obviously not. Steelers were in it. Oh, Broncos. Broncos weren't in it last year. Yeah. So that's two. Still, to have that top four kind of be Chiefs, Bills, Ravens, Texans. Like there's just so much consistency in the AFC right now. What a fall from grace for the 49ers to be 6-11 this season. I guess it makes me feel a little bit better about the Browns, even though we had 3 wins, so shouldn't make me feel that much better. But it was a bad year for them. Also love to see the Cowboys failing. I think that's great for everyone. I saw some really funny videos of Commanders and Eagles fans tailgating today, coming together, doing some like, I can't remember exactly what they were chanting, but it was something like the Cowboys suck or we hate the Cowboys. So it's the one thing they can universally agree on together. And I respected that coming together in that moment. I thought that was great. See, we all have something in common, you know? I don't really know what the Vikings do from here. That's going to be a really interesting one to see. Because being a great regular season team doesn't mean much. But they're in a tough spot. All right, second half. See if the Chiefs are going to set the tone here or 3 and out or whatever it's going to be. That was a nice tackle. Felt like they were going to have a decent return there until that tackle really came in. Oh, he's taking it. Such a weird looking slide on that one. He like sideways slid. Yeah, that was a great block from Travis there. Big dude. Something I know he gets credit for that, but I think it's just such an underrated part of what has made him, one of the greats of all time. Because not every tight end can do that. Oh wow, way to get. Did they blow the whistle further back, or did they give him? Yeah, getting some positive yards there is a big deal. Just stay on your feet. Yeah, Greg Rousseau is no joke for sure. Kareem up to 44 yards. I should have put more yards for him. I was underestimating him. I know what Kareem can do in these playoffs. Flag. Oof. PI. Yeah, how many yards how many carries has Pacheco even had? He has had 4 attempts for 11 yards compared to Kareem's 9 attempts so far. That's crazy. Oh. Ooh, he just fell himself there. That like looked rough. I thought he like hurt himself. Oh. Mm, nice. That was big. That was a big play. Oh, face mask. Yeah. Missed that. See, that's the thing. People are going to complain always about Chiefs getting calls that go their way. Like in that situation, a missed face mask is annoying, but that is going to get obviously glossed over. That's why you just got to play to win. Mm. Oh. Mm. Tipped up there. Oh boy. Big play. Big play. That was a big play. Big stop for the Bills there. That's how they needed to start this half for sure. Let's see if the Chiefs can put the ball in a nice spot for themselves here. Hmm. Oh, that hit in thing. I thought it hit just before. That's all right. All right. Bills' turn. What if we get an overtime game? Probably not because of just the way the score is right now, missing the 2-point conversion. Like, it's going to be extremely hard to end this in a tie, but it just would be funny. Maybe if we get, let's see, Bills need to get a safety and a field goal, right? Yeah, there's the tie. Grab my water to refill while we have this commercial break. Be right back. We are continuing with the sparkling water, as I have been for most of these lives. I should just start drinking it from this Pellegrino bottle. It'll be interesting if the Chiefs were to lose this game. Does Travis go to the Grammys with Taylor? So there's other storylines at play here, guys, outside of football. Mm. Oh, yeah, he's getting a little bit of a lane there. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's a big run. I hadn't really pictured a Philly Buffalo Super Bowl, but Those are two very chaotic fan bases to put together for sure. They're just going to keep giving him the ball. It's working. So interesting third down we have here, 3rd and 3. This is where these home crowds for when the opposing offense is out there can really make a difference. They sound loud. Josh, short. Do they go for it? Yes. What do they have? 4th and 2, 4th and 1. Yeah, I think you go for it. I think that's the right call. 18 of 21 on 4th and short this season. Pretty good odds. Oh boy. Yeah, he's got it. The Bills players pointing like he wasn't 3 yards past. Like, we know he got it. We know. They're like, first down. Okay. The Chiefs would probably love a interception or some type of turnover right now. But they're just going to keep running the ball. It's working. It is working. Oh, wow. It was a good fake out there. Josh is not coming down. Big dude. Maybe Shakir? No. Yeah, I think we could get a Josh rushing TD here. No, I think they go Cook. Short. Dude, if KC got the stop on 3rd and 4th down here, that would be heartbreaking for the Bills. Short. Oh my God. What are they doing in the red zone? Very weird choices. This is a massive 4th down here. It's 4th and 1, but it's a long one. Maybe they go James. Oh gosh. Wow. I thought he was going to be short. I was like, oh my God. Very impressive. It was a great play by him to stretch out there while he's getting tackled and get the ball over. Because he very well could have been short, but he just kept flying through the air. Oh, yeah. Wow. That is really impressive. I mean, he got hit. He got hit twice. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, 2-point attempt. Let's see if they have a better call this time. What's going on? Oh, God. What they need better ideas of what to do with their 2-point conversions. Not pretty so far. Wow, that James Cook touchdown, it might be the play of the game so far. That was beautiful. Really something. I can't stop watching the clip of him doing that. That was crazy. This has been a fun game. I like this game. This is what I wanted. A battle. KC offense has been slow here for a little bit, though, so they're going to have to get in a rhythm. For sure. I can't really tell where I feel the energy is headed in this game. I mean, Bills have some great momentum after that, but just never know with the Chiefs. Oh, that's cool. That Marriott building had the like Kansas City Chiefs symbol on it with the lights on the side. James Cook, what a game for him. He's got, see, it feels like he has more than 68 yards rushing. It feels like he had 68 in that drive alone. Like he has been putting in the work. Pebble Beach. Bad throw. Trying to get Travis, but I mean, they've had Travis, I guess, pretty locked down today. Haven't been a lot of opportunities, it feels like, to get the ball to him because I'm sure Patrick has been looking his way. So credit to the Bills defense on that. Jumped for sure. Oh, they giving that on the Chiefs? Wow. I guess I missed whoever jumped first there. I thought it was the Bills. I don't think that's right. Am I crazy? Kind of looked like the Bills jumped first. I don't know. Oh, out of bounds. That was going to be crazy. The Chiefs look tired. They're looking a little exhausted. Mm. I know I might I feel like I might bet Chiefs money line right now too because it feels like they'll still find a way. I don't know. I don't know. I got Chiefs plus 132 here. All right, I'm just putting a couple bucks on it. Why not? pretty crazy picture after the Eagles game of Jalen Hurts lighting up his cigar in the locker room. Looks like he's wearing khaki pants, and I feel like that's just a choice. That's a big choice to make after you win the NFC Championship, to be in some like tan looking khaki pants. It's interesting. Manifesting old money. I guess so. All right, this will be big here for Buffalo if they're putting a drive together. Running that ball, James. James is going. Another, 9 yards, 8 yards from him. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Did the ball come out? I think Buffalo has it still. Yeah, okay. Third and 1. Short. I think short. Yeah. God, it's so hard to see. Yeah. Another big 4th down. 4th and 1. They're not going for it? Oh, they're letting the clock run. Okay. To the end of the 3rd. I mean, when you're that close and you have Josh Allen as your quarterback, I think you have to go for it. I want to draft a really sick running back this year. I know like quarterback's a priority, but I don't know. I'm feeling inspired watching James Cook right now. And as much as I love our sweet, sweet Nick Chubb, he's just not going to be the same guy again. And we need a fun running back again. I really have to think that's going to be a priority for the Browns front office too, just in knowing that they're kind of going back to the traditional Kevin Stefanski offense. They're not going in the direction of Deshaun Watson anymore. I think they're going to want to draft a running back with, like not like a first round draft pick, but with some decent draft capital. I think they're going to want to make a move there because it's such a foundational part of the Kevin Stefanski offense. Obviously, you're going to want the offensive line to accompany that, but definitely need a running back too. I don't think Jerome Ford is going to be it. So between the two, Henderson or Judkins. Oh, that's so hard. There's just something for me about the way I just love the way Judkins runs. I don't know what it is. He runs so powerfully. I'm kind of leaning towards him, but I would be very happy if the Browns drafted either. And maybe I'm just currently feeling a little biased in that way because just my lasting image of Judkins in my head right now is extremely positive. So I don't know. (22-21) fourth quarter AFC Championship. These are the moments we wait all year for. This is great. 4th and 1. It literally doesn't get better than this. This is peak living right now. That's what we're doing. All right. What's the play call going to be? Ooh, the Chiefs keep looking like they're so close to jumping. Yeah, he got it. Ball out. Ball out. Is it Chiefs ball? Buffalo ball? Wow. All the Chiefs players, none of the Buffalo players were saying that they had it. So that was weird. Josh really dived over that whole pack there. Head first. Oh, is Chris Jones okay? That's not good. Wow, I really thought it was a fumble there. That would have been quite the moment. Instead, Buffalo 1st and 10. For some reason in my mind, it feels like Buffalo is up by more right now when they are up by 1 point. I don't know why that is. My feeling is off on that. Bills are getting real lucky in recovering all of their own fumbles tonight because it could be ugly otherwise. Oh, way to make positive yardage out of that. Looked like he could have gotten tackled behind the line of scrimmage, but nice gain instead. They calling him short? Yeah, I think that spot is short. Another fourth down. Wow, did they stop him? I thought he got it, and then he was pushed a little bit back. Oh, I don't where's the ball there? I don't think he got it. I think he's short. God, it's so hard to say with like 10 different limbs in there. Under review. It's so close. So close. That's about as close as it can get. Yeah, I don't know how they overturn if the call on the field is that he's short. I don't know if there's like you can conclusively say no, he got it. Yeah, that's probably gonna stand. That's a tough blow for the Bills. That's a tough blow. I mean, at some point, you're going for so many fourth downs, you're bound to not get one. So, but I mean, that's kind of the analytical risk you're taking in it. You know, you're going to get it most times, and there's going to be times you don't. So, I think it's just good to be consistent either way. Like, if you're a team that goes for it, be about that. Be that team that's always going to go for it. If you're a more conservative team in that approach, then stick to that. Because if you're trying to like ride the moment so much, I think that's when people get themselves in trouble. Just be who you are. That's what I respect about Dan Campbell. He's like, this is how we play and this is how we've won, so we're going to continue to do what allows us to win games. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. We got the Superman commercial again here, featuring the city of Cleveland, featuring the Guardians. I gotta say, I am not like into Superman, Spider-Man, Marvel, anything in that realm. I don't really know anything, but I do feel like I'm gonna have to watch the Superman movie just to see all the Cleveland stuff in it, since I like watched them downtown everywhere filming it. Like I kind of want to see it just for that. Yeah, I feel like it would be hard for the league to just like ban the tush push. I don't know. It seems like I can't stands. Yeah, I think that's hard to overturn. Maybe if the initial call was the other way, I could have also seen that standing, to be honest. But I think when you make that as the initial call, I think that's really hard to. Oh my god! And when that helmet gets in the way too, it's so hard to see. We need like another camera angle. That's crazy. Ugh, that's brutal for the Bills there. Patrick. Bills player helping him up there. These calls are going to be dissected forever. That's crazy. Them showing the two refs there having completely different ideas of what happened. Wow, big cat. Oh my God. Oh my God. Juju. He's literally done two things, and both of those things were massive moments. Right? He's only had 2 catches, I think. Two catches for 60 yards. That's crazy. That's okay. That's all you got to do, I guess. He had open field there. Now, if the Bills score here, they probably go for 2, right? So that'll be yeah. So that they can be up by 7. Oh, Patrick taking it himself. Yep. Yeah. I think he tried to spike it there, but it seemed like it kind of came out of his hand weird. Oh, there's Taylor. Aw, and Donna and her mom. That's cute. The girlies. He wanted to spike it so bad. Like he tried one little go, and then I think someone was in his way. So then he really goes for it, and it just like flubs out of his hand. That's pretty awkward. Yeah. Okay. 2-point conversion. That's what I figured. Sometimes it's hard to do that mental math quickly there. I was like, I think they go for 2. Got to make a better play call than the Bills have been making. I mean, ooh, yep, yep. I wonder what the odds are now on the sports book. Chiefs minus 390. What did I take it at? Where did my bet go? Wait, it did go through. Plus 132 is what I took it at. I missed Taylor again. Man, keep missing it. They're giving me a cash out on my bet for Chiefs money line. Oh, it's minus 340 right now. Okay, minus. Jason just tweeted, "Great block, Travis. Looking out for his brother." Like we said, very underrated part of Travis's game. Would have loved for Travis to get more involved for a couple of these bets here. I mean, there's still time for him to have a touchdown, but it's fine. The freaking Chiefs, man, they just keep doing it. This would be big for the Chiefs defense to try to get a stop here, too. Patrick. Superhuman. Had a child like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I feel like the way Patrick runs with his arms too is weird. The way they're like swinging around. Oh, showing that spike again. I mean, that's just rude to do that to him. To show his missed spike again in slow motion this time. Mahomes can win Super Bowl number 4 at 29. That's crazy. He's accomplished so much more than me at the same age. It's a depressing thought. Pretty wild that like the most talented quarterbacks in the league right now are like my age. Like they're my kind of they were my graduating class, all those things. Like we kind of I think Patrick's like a month older than me maybe. About. James. Yeah, the Brandon Whedon thing is always going to be weird. Drafted at 28. That's just like, I mean, look, respect to him for being like, I am not giving up on this. I'm doing this. But that's just, I mean, it's more just a wild choice by the Browns, but it wasn't even the worst choice they've ever made. So that's saying something. I have started to see where a couple players that I would watch when I was very, very young, now their kids are like high school prospects that are, coming into college, and that's feeling a little bit weird for sure. I'm sure it'll only continue to get more strange, but mm, it's a big tackle there. Big third down for the Bills. 3rd and 7. Wow. Big catch. Big catch. Josh taking it. And we still got 7 minutes left in this game. We could very well get overtime, guys. We could get overtime. We could be here all night. Well, no, I guess there's a lot more limitations in the NFL overtime, but we could be headed in that direction. Although, knowing these two teams, I don't think this will be the final score of regulation. More is still to come in these final 7 minutes. Oh, and a lot of pressure. Might have to throw away. Yeah. Dude, if Kansas City gets a stop on the goal line here, that would be insane too. I know, I would love overtime. That would be so much fun. See, the coin flip wouldn't be as huge. I mean, it won't be anymore because of the new playoff coin flip rules. It still weighs a little bit, but not quite as much because both teams will get a chance to have the ball. I think those fan bases would have way too much PTSD if it was the same rules. Oh, timeout, Chiefs. I think I talked about this in my last live, but at yeah, the rule was changed because of that Buffalo Kansas City game. It was changed the off season right after that. And obviously they only changed it for the playoffs. So regular season still is the same, that whoever wins the coin flip gets the ball first. If they go down and score a touchdown, game over. But in the playoffs, if that team goes down and scores a touchdown, the other team still has an opportunity to be on offense, which I think is completely the right move just for how tired teams are at that point. Like, you can be like, oh yeah, your defense just needs to go out there and make a play. Both defenses are gassed at that point. So I think it really matters that both teams have an opportunity to get the ball on offense. Big third down. I mean, they're going to go for it on fourth down too, but intercept. Oh no, I thought he was going to intercept it. McDuffie's so good. Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like I've said, like, this is a big play in this game-changing play, but this fourth down, Buffalo doesn't get this. I don't know. I don't know how they can win. Oh, these poor Buffalo fans look so terrified. Oh, wide open touchdown. Aw, Curtis Samuel, go Bucks. Good for him. Yeah, if someone's gonna be winning games out here, it's gonna be a Buckeye. It's kind of the theme of the year so far. I mean, there's almost like too much time left to really say anything definitive about what could go on still. Because like KC could score fast even, and Buffalo could have another chance. Tie game. Playoffs, baby. This is the game I wanted. I'm so happy with this. Yeah. Although I don't feel like Kansas City has been running the ball all that well, at least more recently. So I do worry about them trying to chew the clock and just like not being able to get first downs. Like I do think they need to be passing the ball, but maybe just like more short intermediate throws. I'm still so happy for Curtis Samuel though. That's so nice. Let's see what the old sports book has the odds at right now. Oh, they just gave me a reality check. Now it is Chiefs minus 146 are the odds. I'm like anxious. I don't know why I do this to myself on games that don't actually matter to me or my teams. I just like get myself all worked up for no reason. And I still don't know who I want to win. And I'm still getting myself worked up. Yeah, so much anticipation. If okay, I would be very happy with a Travis Kelsey touchdown drive here because that's and we can see Taylor in the suite being like, "Yay, woohoo!" Pounding on the glass. And then people getting mad because her having fun makes people angry for no reason. Decent return there. Won 16 straight one possession games. The Chiefs have most in NFL history. Well, that's I can't feel great for the Bills. My God. 16 straight. Yeah. I think those are the types of throws they need. Those little short intermediate throws to get down the field. Oh, what's the flag? 15-yard penalty. Oh yeah. Mm. Such a delicate balance of wanting to obviously get down the field and score, also wanting to take time off. Like it's obviously not a perfect science. I feel like it's so hard to do. Seems easy. Oh, there's Travis. Yay, Travis. I'm not going to hit my yards bets for Travis, that's for sure. I mean, I guess I went a little too lofty on those goals, so probably won't be hitting them. 19 yards for Travis today. Yeah. Not his day. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's a big play. Xavier Worthy. I mean, he's so dang fast. It's like if you get him in open space, good luck. Good luck. This almost went too quickly for them. Yeah. I don't think they wanted to score this quickly. But what can you do? I mean, Bills get a 15-yard penalty. The plays are there. Can't like just sit back and not make the plays, but oh, little sack. That's not good. Still got to score. Still got to score. And you definitely want a touchdown because you don't want to give the Bills the opportunity to go down, score a touchdown, and win. Cannot be settling for a field goal. That's for sure. Oh, Worthy. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, that was a bad pass too, so not all unworthy, but a little bit too short for him there. Nada. 4th and goal. I guess you gotta take the field goal now, but that's not good for them that they weren't able to get a touchdown there. Giving Josh the ball with the opportunity, 3.5 minutes to go down and score a touchdown. I think they're gonna regret that drive a lot. What if the Bills score really fast? And then the Chiefs have too much time left. Because, there's always too much time for Patrick Mahomes. All right. I mean, look, it's not a given that the Bills are going to go down and score a touchdown. The Chiefs defense has been good today. So I'm interested to see. Obviously, the Bills have really leaned on their run game a lot, but going to have to, you do have 3.5 minutes. So you'll be able to run some, but you're going to have to pass the ball too. So we'll just have to see. We'll have to see. This is great, though. 3.5 minutes, 3-point game. The Super Bowl is to come for one of these teams. Like this is good. This is good. I love this. Yeah, I feel like maybe they start a bit with the run game and see if that's continuing to work and then kind of manage where the clock is at from there. We'll see though. Oh, wow. I even almost got him further back there. Yeah, Chris Jones is a beast. I mean, there's a lot of really good players on that Chiefs defense, but oh man, my heart is racing. Oh wow. A lot of room for Josh. He was holding that ball with one hand. You know, Josh plays by his own rules. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nothing. Getting close to the 2-minute warning. Oh, batted down. That made me nervous. I didn't know what was going on there for a second. Oof. Wow, this is it's a big third down. I know we've had some big third and fourth downs today, but this is a big one. Well, oh yeah, wow, way to get that hand in there. I feel like the pressure is going to be coming right now. Yeah. Fourth and 5. Yeah, I mean they got to go for it. So 2-minute warning. Ah, I don't even know what to think. Let's see what the line is at on FanDuel right now. Minus 260 for the Chiefs right now, plus 196 for the Bills. No, if I was a Bills fan, I don't think I could watch this moment. I think I would have to look away. I sometimes have a hard time in those big moments with my teams actually looking. I'm like, no, I can't watch this. I can't watch this. But yeah, they're probably going through it at the moment. Fourth and 5 is tough too because you can't rely on your classic, fourth down calls that you've had all day. That's obviously a lot tougher of a stretch to get the 5 yards. I don't know who they go to on fourth and 5, what the right call is. They've had some bad fourth down calls, so I feel like they could do something weird here. I feel like they probably go like throw to like Shakir or I don't know, maybe Shakir. Do a little tight end situation with Kincaid. I kind of think you have to, I don't know. I mean, Josh could take it, but I don't know. I think they might throw it. It's a tough call. It's a really tough call. 2 minutes. Buffalo's got all their timeouts left. Throw in. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, wow. I don't really know what I mean, look, credit to the Chiefs for getting the pressure there. I'm not sure what the call was there. Yeah, what's the flag? Is that after the play? Bills still have all 3 timeouts, so, like, obviously, the Chiefs are in great field position here now, and there's not a ton of time left, but force a 3 and out. They still have 3 timeouts. I don't know. They could still make something happen. First timeout. Yep. Kareem getting his work in today. Mm. Get a first down? Yeah, first down. That's big for Kansas City. Oh, Josh looks so sad. Aw. Poor Josh. Oh, that's just gotta hurt, man. He did a lot of good things today, but it's gotta hurt. Especially when, like, you don't have the ball in your offense's hands at the end to have the opportunity to make something happen. Like, I feel like that is what would hurt even more. Oh, Chris Jones is like sobbing. Well, because it's almost like if your offense has the ball in your hands, you can't get a score at the end, then you're just kind of like, okay, this is like we put it all out there and we didn't do enough to like make it happen. When it kind of just ends in one of these ways where Kansas City just keeps kind of like running the clock down to the end. I feel like that's got to be even almost more frustrating in a way, especially for the quarterback specifically, to be like, I want the ball in my hands to try to finish this for my team. Second timeout. Man, he was really close to intercepting that. Wow. I didn't even realize how. Oh no, that was okay. That wasn't that last play. That was the the Bills play. I thought they were showing a Chiefs play. 2nd and 9. I mean, look, the Chiefs still need first downs here. Chiefs still need first downs. Oh. 3rd down. They take their final last time out for Buffalo. 135, but Chiefs need a first down here. If not, what yard line are they at here? I think they probably kick the field goal so that Buffalo needs a touchdown and can't tie it with a field goal. Oh, they're passing. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's wide open. First down. Yeah. Yep. That'll probably do it. That first down will do it. No more timeouts for Buffalo. Wow. 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 The freaking Chiefs, man. That's like, it's a dynasty. I mean, it is what it is. It's a dynasty. They do this every time. They just win. They just find ways to win. Chiefs, Eagles, back again. Wow, that would have been just, if Jason was still playing, that would have been really something for them to face off again in a Super Bowl. I mean, Chris Jones is really crying. I respect a man showing his emotions, letting it all out. Wow. Crazy. Let's see the Josh Patrick interaction. Did they show it yet? I might have missed it. God, how many times are those fans going to get to see an AFC championship in their home stadium? Oh, Josh looks so sad. Poor guy, man. Do we think Taylor comes down on the field again? Did she did it for not just, no, I think it was it just the Super Bowl or did she also do the AFC championship? I think it was just the Super Bowl, maybe. I can't remember now. Maybe it was both. Can you imagine being that good at something? Like, it's really crazy for Patrick Mahomes to be who he is. I can't even fathom it. Second most postseason wins in NFL history behind Tom Brady. He has about half of Tom Brady's right now. And he's not 30 yet. And I could see Patrick playing until he's like 40. So Probably going to beat all of those records. Kansas City. Wow. Does that mean so there's that like theory that the Super Bowl logo every single year has the colors of the two teams that end up in it. It does look like the logo is red and green. So that would be really funny if that was the case. I can't tell if that's just what it looked like on my screen, but it's a hilarious theory for the people that feel that the NFL is rigged. Oh, all right. I think it's time to log off, but thanks for joining, guys. Great football season. I don't know. I don't think I'll be live streaming the Super Bowl. Probably not. Most people are at parties and whatnot anyways, but this was fun. I'm glad this was a great game tonight. And we'll be back for some Cavs games, but not in the coming week because I won't be in town, but we'll be back for some Cavs games. So we'll see. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.